Hey guys, it's your girl Lexi. So today's video is going to be all about my experience at an Emblem 3 concert. I am such a huge supporter of this band. I love them to death. I'm so grateful to have been able to go to this concert and experience seeing them live. But before I start, I just want to put out there that in no way am I trying to brag about my experience. I'm just making a vlog for memory's sake and kind of sharing my experience with people who decide to watch this video. So please just keep it nice in the comments and yeah, keep the good vibes going, you know? So yeah, let's get started. So when I got there, I was pretty much last in line. I was coming in from out of the city. I didn't exactly wait the entire day. I still had to wait about 30-45 minutes. But my spot was still pretty good in my opinion. If you want to get a front row seat, then I recommend that you go much earlier. So once we got into the building where the meet and greet would take place, we had to wait about 20-30 more minutes, and in that time we were told to put our cell phones away and that the boys would come out and then we'd all take pictures with them. So when the guys came in, of course, all the girls started freaking out. I started squealing. I was like, oh my gosh, we were fangirling with each other. Everybody was fangirling with each other, even if they didn't know each other. I could see the guys taking pictures with other girls. And I remember them doing funny poses with some of the fans and kissing them on the cheek. Go ahead and ask for it if you want it. These guys are really chill. They're sweethearts. You can see that they really appreciate their fans, so go ahead and ask for a kiss on the cheek. You never know until you ask. So once it was almost my turn, a guy came up to me and he's like, okay, follow me, and he told me I needed to pick a side so we could take a picture. He might have said more, but I'm not sure that if I was listening because I was just like, oh my goodness, they are real. To be honest, I was actually just staring at Drew because he was right in the middle. It was Keaton, Drew, Wes. I couldn't believe it. Drew and Wes were talking. I didn't really know how to get their attention, so I kind of just moved in between them, and then they both looked at me and just smiled. I didn't get to say hi to Keaton. I wish I did. After they smiled at me, just posed for the picture. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I looked at the camera because I was so oh my gosh. I won't be surprised if I'm actually just staring at Drew in awe. The picture is being posted soon if all the pictures haven't been posted already. So if it's not in this video, just check the description box and it should be there. Right after the picture, I knew I was going to be whisked away. I knew that other girls had to have their turn. I decided that I needed to get a really good hug from Wes. Wes is my favorite. I love all of them, but just Wes is my favorite. So I just turned to him and I was like, Wes! And I hugged him and he hugged me back. It wasn't that dumb one arm stuff. It was a genuine hug and I loved that. After he hugged me, I told him I flew in from Manila. And then he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, the Philippines. And then he's like, no way. And then that's when the security or something was like, okay, thank you. So I had to kind of walk away a bit. But then when I turned back around, he was still talking. He was like, how long was that flight? And so I told him 16 hours in total. And then he's like, wow, thank you. And then I was just like, you're welcome. Because he's just, it was really sweet of him to keep talking to me even though the other girls had their turn and then I had to walk away. It showed that he was listening, so that just meant a lot to me. So after that, I got my bag and I walked out, and that's when a couple girls started asking me, what were you guys talking about? Because they could see that Wes was still talking to me. So we got into the venue around 5:25. That's when all the VIPs were done. So we had to wait until 7 for the concert to start. And MKTO was opening for them, and I love their music, so I was really happy that they were opening. There were a couple of girls that fainted, so I recommend that you bring a water bottle if it's gonna be hot. Yeah, just take care of yourself. This guy, Reed Deming from the X Factor, he was a cutie. He was there, and everyone was waving at him, and he was blowing kisses. It was pretty cool seeing him there too. So MKTO opened for Emblem 3 at 7 o'clock. And that was really good. Tony was amazing. Matthew? Is it Matthew? I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. But the other guy his rapping is sick, so I really like them. Then they sang Classic and Thank You, two of my favorite songs. Here's a clip of them now. I wanna be like Michael. What? Wanna kiss you like Prince. Come on, let's get it on like Marvin Gaye, like Hathaway. What's something you like this? Girl, over my head, out of my mind, thinking I was born in the wrong time. Hey, everything is so cool, man. Yeah, I kinda like it, I get out of my league. Old school shades, like a movie star. On the silver screen, that one of a kind. Living in a world on fast. Baby, you're so
classic. Austin, Texas. Yeah. Baby, you're so classic. What you got for all the words? All the ones you left behind. Don't tell us how to live right. 10 million songs. They're breaking all the rules. They do turn up everything because there's nothing left to lose.
So that ended around 7:30. Then we had to wait another 30 minutes for Emblem 3 to start. So once it hit 8, chants started. Everyone was screaming, Emblem 3, Emblem 3. And then like Keaton and Drew would like come out and wave. And then all the girls would go crazy. I couldn't even see sometimes because everyone was on their tiptoes. So I was like, okay, I cannot see you. But shortly after, you hear Wes saying, are you ready? And then everyone's going wild. Then the boys run onto stage, and that's when the party begins. They started with Girl Next Door from their new album, and they did a bit of Can't Hold Us in that song, so that was really cool. I love that song. Then they did Spaghetti, and it's one of my favorite songs by them. It's such a cute song. And after the song, Wes was just like, this is just like one big party. And here's a clip of that song now. After that song, Drew was like, we're gonna do one of our older originals, Reason. Everyone goes crazy. Wes was dancing, and it was just a lot to take in. It was just really awesome to see them perform it live. Then they sang Curious, which is another one of my favorites. Check it out here. Then they did a cover of Sweet Chariot or Chariot. I think it's just Chariot, but I'm not too sure. But it's by Gavin DeGraw. It's an amazing rendition, so you guys should like go look it up. After this video though, stay. Then they sang one of their older songs, Jaiden. This was when Drew asked everyone to put their phones away, put the technology away, and just really enjoy this intimate moment. And I was like, okay, I will listen to you, Drew. I've heard the song a couple of times, so hearing it live was the best. Then they performed one of their new songs that I hadn't ever heard before called Teenage Kings. It's gonna be on their album, obviously. I already love the song, so I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. And here is Teenage Kings. Then they sang EXO, which is one of my favorites, and I know I've been saying that for like a lot of the songs, but all their songs are basically my favorites because they're just that amazing. But Wes was doing a sexy dancing, and Drew was too. Keaton was being adorable, and he was jumping around on stage. I love how he really gets into it. Then they sang Riptide. This song is seriously so amazing to me. Drew's rapping is so sick, and before he began to rap, it went quiet. So I screamed, "Go Drew!" right before he rapped. Then the guys sang One Day, which is a song I was so fortunately introduced by Emblem 3. Here is a clip of One Day. sing Just for One Day, another song that I'm always singing because it's just so addicting and it's cute and it's perfect and I love it. You can hear my voice in this next clip and I apologize if it annoys you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the clip. They sang Nothing to Lose, which is the song their album is named after. I love that song so much already. There's one line that goes, "If you give me a chance, I can promise you this, you won't be singing breakup songs like that Taylor chick." And I'm just like, you are sassy little boys. You're not little, you're all like older than me. But then this is like towards the end of the concert, Wes says, "Keaton has some news for you guys." And then everyone cheers. Then Keaton says, "This is our last song," and everyone's like, "No!" And I was like, I wanted to end. I was actually pretty sad, but I wasn't gonna let that get to me. And then he says, "It's called Chloe," and then everyone screams. We all cheered. We all knew the words. It was amazing. So after Chloe, the boys ran off stage, and that's when everyone started chanting, "Encore, encore, encore." We all started singing Sunset Boulevard, so that was amazing. And then the boys go on stage one by one, and they started singing Sunset Boulevard, the song that started everything.
It's like a chant through Sunset Boulevard and the city sky. The city of blinding lights and starry eyes. Then I walk up in the city of angels. Whoa.
Then they quickly transitioned into a cover of Third Eye Blind's Semi-Charmed Life. During this goodbye song, boys started doing their goodbye speech and thank you speech. And then what happened next is one of my favorite moments ever. During this goodbye speech, Wes had his hands up in the air, like over the crowd, and then we looked at each other. And I know that sounds really dramatic. I took that as a chance to put my hands up into a heart at him, and it was above my head. He was looking at me, so right after I did that, he put his hands into a heart, and I just gave him the biggest smile in the world. Oh my gosh, you just made my freaking night, my freaking month. I'm gonna be talking about this for the rest of the year. Big thank you to Wes. I don't even know if he's ever gonna watch this fan experience video, but big thank you to you. That literally made my day and it just made me feel really nice inside, and I want to give you a hug. So that was my experience. I can definitely say it was worth it. It was amazing. It was just everything I could ask for, and I didn't even know this was possible, but I think seeing the boys live actually made me love them even more. So you should go pre-order Nothing to Lose if you haven't already. It comes out July 30th. I'll be putting up a cover soon. I'm on vacation right now. I should probably be working. Anyways, till next time, I'm Lexi and I love you. Bye!